Welcome once again. It's our mathematics lesson. Remember, yesterday we introduced surface area of an open and closed boxes. There is also another question we would like to handle. They say the room is 8 meters long. A room is 8 meters long, 6 meters by 6 meters wide, by 6 meters wide. The walls are 3 meters high. The walls are 3 meters high. The walls are 3 meters high. Then they said, what is the surface area of the walls? They said, what is the surface area of the walls? What is the surface area of the walls? If the door and the windows occupy, if the door and the windows, if the door and the windows occupy, if the door and the windows occupy 14 meters squared. So they said a room is 8 meters long and 6 meters wide. This is long means the length and wide means the width. The walls are 3 meters high. High means the height. So they're asking what is the surface area of the walls if the door and the windows occupy. Then the area of the windows and the window and the doors are 14 meters squared. So we must get first the area of a room. After getting area of a room, what we do now is to get the walls now, we subtract the windows now and the door. So let us get the area of a room. So surface area of a room is equal to 2h into bracket length plus width. That's how we get the surface area of a room. Remember, room is just in form of rectangle, the whole room, or a classroom. Sometimes they will tell you find the area of a classroom. So whenever you are told find the area of a classroom or find the area of a wall, what you do, the formula is 2h, 2 times height into bracket length plus width. You only follow the formula. It's very easy. So what we do now, 2h, so we say 2 is the formula times h. H is the height. They say the 3 meters high times 3 into bracket length. What is the length? They said 8 meters long. They said 8 meters long, which is 8 meters plus the breadth or the width. The width is, they say, the 6 meters wide, which is 6 meters. So what do? We multiply these two. 3 times 2, it's 6. 3 meters times 2 meters, it's 6 meters. Into bracket now, what's inside the bracket? We add 8 plus 6 is 14. So you get 14 meters. So what do we do now? We remove the bracket now, we multiply. You say 6 meters times 14 meters, we will get, so you say 6 meters times 14 meters, you will get 84 meters squared. So that is the area of the whole room, including the windows, including the doors. This is the area of the room. But they're not asking the area of the room. What they want, they said, what is the surface area of the walls? They only want the walls. So what do we do with the windows and the doors? To remain only the walls, we remove now the doors and the windows. So we say now 84 meters squared minus the area of the doors and the windows, 14 meters squared, which is equals to 70 meters squared. That's how we get the area of the walls. It's a very examinable question. You are told a room. The room, whenever you want to get surface area of a room, the formula is 2h into bracket length plus width. So 2 times height, which is 3 times 2, it's 6, into bracket length, 8 meters long, which is 8, plus 6 meters wide, plus 6. So add 6 plus 8 is 14. After adding now, what you do, you remove the bracket. 6 times 14, you get 84 meters squared. After doing that, if the question will have asked the surface area of a room, This will have been the answer. But they're not asking the surface area of the room. They said now the walls only. And you have given the area of the windows and the doors. To remain only the walls, what do you do? What we do, you remove the area of the windows and doors. Sometimes they will give you the area of the windows in a separate way and the doors are that of the doors. So what you do now, you subtract the doors and the windows to get the wall. So 84 minus 14, you get 70 meter squared. So that's how we get area of the walls. Here, there's also another question. You are told, what is the surface area of the wedge? What is the surface area of the wedge? What is the surface area? What is the surface area of the wedge? What is the surface area of the wedge? Here you are told is 5 meters. I mean centimeter. 5 centimeter. 12 centimeter. Then here you are given 10 centimeter. Now you are told find the surface area of this. This one is a triangular pasted prism. It's called triangular pasted prism. Triangular pasted prism. To get the surface area, we say the formula is surface area of a wedge. Surface area of a triangular prism. Surface area of a triangular prism is equal to cross-sectional area times 2 plus the perimeter of the cross-section times length. That's how we get the surface area of triangular prism. Triangular prism, the surface area, you say cross-sectional area times 2. Cross-sectional area is the area of the figure that you can see here. The figure that you can see here is a right angle triangle. So you are told cross-sectional area is the area of that figure times 2. The other side, another triangle times 2. Then after getting the area times 2, what you do, you also get the perimeter of this cross-section of this figure. After getting the perimeter of the figure, then you multiply it by the length. It's only like that way. It's very easy. So let us get now cross-sectional area times 2, area of this triangle. First of all, what we do, we must get the hypotenuse because we shall be getting the perimeter, the hypotenuse. How do we get the hypotenuse now? Hypotenuse, how do we get this line? To get the hypotenuse now, we say, so hypotenuse is equals to now, we say a squared plus b squared. Then we get the square root of these two. So we say 5 squared plus 12 squared is equals to c squared. So 5 times 5 is 25 centimeter squared plus 12 times 12 is 144. 12 times 12 is 144 centimeter squared is equals to c squared. So when you add, you will get 169 centimeter squared is equals to c squared. Square root. So c is equals to square root of 169 is 13 centimeter. Square root of 169 is 13. So this line hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. How do we get this 13 centimeter? You use Pythagoras theorem. 5 times 5, 25. You add the two shorter sides, the square of two shorter sides, then you square root. 5 times 5, 25. 12 times 12, 144. 144 plus 25, 169. Square root of 169, 13. So the hypotenuse is 13. Now we want to get now the surface area. So we said the formula was cross-sectional area. The formula was cross-sectional area. You get the area of this triangle now. Let us get the area of the triangle. Area of the right angle. Area of the right angle. Area of the right angle, which is equals to 1/2 times base times height. 1/2 times base, which is 12 centimeter, times height, which this is the baseline, and this is the height. Time is now height 5 centimeter. By 2 6 centimeter. So 6 times 5, you will get 30 centimeter squared. But the formula was saying cross-sectional area times 2. The formula was saying cross-sectional area times 2. The other rectangle triangle, the other end. So we say times 2, which is equals to 60 centimeter squared. We are through with the area of the rectangle triangle. So the formula was cross-sectional area times 2 plus the perimeter of the right angle. How do we get this perimeter of this right angle now? Here where there is a problem now. To get the perimeter of this right angle, perimeter we said is the distance all the way around the figure. So to get the perimeter of this right angle, you only add the 3 sides. So what do? You add 12, 13, and 5. So that will be the perimeter of this right angle triangle. Remember area, half times 12 times 5. 30 times 2, we have square, we have multiplied it by 2. So plus the perimeter, the formula is saying plus the perimeter of the cross section. Perimeter means you get the perimeter, the distance all the way around the figure. So 12 plus 13 plus 5 you add. So to get the perimeter, now perimeter is equals to now 12 centimeter plus 13 centimeter plus 5 centimeter. We add. So 12 plus 13 is 25. 25 plus 5, you will get 30 centimeter. That is the perimeter. The formula is asking plus the perimeter times the length. So when you get the perimeter, you multiply it by length. So times length now, times the length. You multiply the length times the length, which is 30 centimeter times the length. The length is 10. The length is 10 times 10 centimeter, which is equal to now 300 centimeter. So we are through now. What do we do now? We have the area and we have the perimeter and the length multiplied. What do? We add. So let's add now. 300 centimeter plus 60 centimeter squared, you get 360 centimeter squared surface area. That is how we get that figure. It's also common in an examination. The figure is also common in an examination. So to get the formula is very important. So to get the surface area of this wedge is a triangular prism. Formula for getting surface area for triangular prism is equals to cross-sectional area times 2. You get the area of this triangle, right angle, times 2 the other side. So we say cross-sectional area times 2 plus the perimeter of this cross-section. Cross-section is the figure that is visible. The only figure that is visible here is this one that is facing us. So the cross-sectional area, now you get the perimeter also. To get the perimeter, you must get the hypotenuse. How do we get the hypotenuse? You use Pythagoras theorem. So 12 times 12, 144. 5 times 5, 25. Add them, you get 169. Square root of 169, you get 13 centimeter. The hypotenuse is what? 13 centimeter. So we have 12, 13 and 5 centimeter. How do we get the perimeter now? You added the 3 sides of the right angle triangle. It is here we have added. It is here we have added 12 centimeter plus 13 centimeter plus 5 centimeter. You will get 30 centimeter. After getting the perimeter now, you multiply it by length. The length is 10. You multiply it by this length. So the length is 10. So 30 centimeter times the length, which is 10, you get 300. So what do you do now? You add the area and the perimeter. The perimeter times the length is 300 centimeter plus the area of the cross section, which is 60. You will get 360 centimeter squared. That's how we solve that question. We go to now another question. You are told an open rectangular tank an open rectangular tank is 6 meter long, is 6 meter long, 4 meter wide, and 4 meter high, So the question is asking, A, what is the total surface area? A, what is the total surface area? B. What is the cost of painting? What is the cost of painting? What is the cost of painting the surfaces? What is the cost of painting the surfaces? What is the cost of painting the surfaces? At shillings 5 per meter squared. At shillings 5 per meter squared. That is what the question is asking. A rectangular tank is 6 meters long, 4 meters wide, and 4 meters high. Question 1, what is the surface area of the tank? Question B, what is the cost of painting the surface at shillings 5 per meter squared? So let us get it now. What we do, this is a rectangular water tank. It's just like this. The key word here is open, and we learned it yesterday. So what we do, you are told 6 meters long, that's the length, which is 6 meters. 4 meters wide is the width, is 4 meters. And you are told 4 meters high, and the height is 4 meters. To get the surface area of an open cuboid, rectangular is a cuboid. Now what we do, yesterday I said, to get the surface area of an open cuboid, what you do, you say length times width is an open, plus width times height times 2, plus height times length times 2. So this part is an open. So this part now, what you do, you not multiply it by 2. The other side is open, the base area. So what you do, you start with the length, which is 6 meters, times the width. This is the width, times 4 meters, which is equal to 24 meters squared. You are through with this one. Width times height, the width. So here we have started the length. The second step, the other thing that starts is the width now, because the length have started the first one. So the width is the second now. The width now, which is 4 meters, times height, which is 4 meters, times 2 now. This one is times 2, the other side, times 2. 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 2 is 32. 32 meters squared. What is remaining now? The length has started, the width has started, the second one. So what is remaining is the height. Height also wants its share. So the height is saying now, the height is now 4. So times height, which is 4 meters, times now the length now 6 meters, which is equal to, no, times 2 also, which is equals to 24. 24 times 2, 40, 48 meters squared. What we do now, we add all of them. So let us add now. We say 24 meters squared plus 32 meters squared plus 48 meters squared. Let us add now. 24 plus 32 is 6, is 56, plus 48, which is 14, 4 carry 1, 10, 104. So you'll get 104 meters squared. That is the surface area of this cuboid. Question A, we are through with question A. Question B now. Question B is saying, what is the cost of painting the surfaces? The cost of painting the surfaces. Question B. Question B, to get the cost now, you are told shillings 5 per meter squared. Shillings 5 per meter squared. Remember, they said the cost is shillings 5 per meter squared, and our area is 104 meter squared. So now per meter. Per meter means now 1 meter squared is shillings 5. 1 meter squared is shillings 5. What about the total area, which is 104 meters squared? Meter squared is one side. Do not write 104 meters squared to the side of the shillings. That side is for shillings, this side is for meter. So wanatafutana meter. So cross multiply. So we say 104 meters squared multiplied by 5, shillings 5, over 1 meter squared. Meter squared, meter squared. We multiply now 104 times shillings 5. So 104 times 5, 20 0 carry 2, 5 shillings, 520 shillings. That is how. What you do, you get the surface area of an open cuboid. What you do, you say the formula is length times width, not times 2, the base area on top is open. It has 5 faces, remember. So the top is open, so you say length times width, which is 6 times 4, 24, plus width times height, which is times 2 also, 4 times 4, then times 2, which is 32, plus height times length, 4 times 6 times 2, which is 48. 24 plus 32 plus 48, 104 meters squared. But closely we say yesterday, everything is times 2, but this one length and width is only one, the base, top is open, so you get 104 meters squared. Question B, what is the surface area of painting the surfaces at shillings 5 per meter squared? What do you do now? We come here, we say cost shillings 5 per meter, shillings 5 what? Per meter squared. So per meter squared means every 1 meter. So 1 meter squared is shillings 5. What about total meters squared? We have the surface area, which is what about 104, the size of meter. Cross multiply. 104 meters squared multiplied by shillings 5 divided by 1 meter squared. 1 meter squared, meter squared. So 104 divided by 1 is 104. 104 times shillings 5, you get shillings 520. So for today, we shall stop it there, and I will be sending some questions below the video. So wish you all the best.